rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Texas Rangers and the Kansas City Royals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Your 2021 Kansas City Royals.
Danny Duffy, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Merrifield brings it in, and there's one down now. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything, or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
In now, Michael Young, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0.
Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. The relay throw, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
So now to the plate, Pudge Rodriguez, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Mondesi brings it in. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Kyle Gibson gets the starting assignment for the Rangers in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Now at the plate, here is Johnny Damon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Hit out towards second. And that's the first out. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Sel Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. He hit over .330 last year. That basically means every third at bat he's getting a hit. Pitchers fear him because he can flat out rake.
With Merrifield next to hit. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Count.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
So next to the plate for the Royals, George Brett. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Set and the pitch. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
2 out, nobody on. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at-bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
The 3-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. Gibson comes set. Here's the delivery. In there, strike 1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Brett, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher, hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So a full count now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. throw over to the bag, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. A couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More from Kauffman Stadium right after a quick break. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ball game. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
That'll bring in Nick Solak. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Charlie Culberson.
Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring in the Georgia native Charlie Culberson. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. In the air, down the line in left. Benintendi in pursuit. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez.
First pitch on the way. And the pitch.
Ball 1. I got a ball, 1 strike.
down here as it's to 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Bottom of the second here with no score. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. And it's fouled away. And a good job there to hold back as the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Kansas City left fielder. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Shot towards first. Scooped up. Flips it behind his back. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's tarrying. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Fouled away. Here's the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Fouled off. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The designated hitter.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last two batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
Standing in now, Michael Taylor. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Here's the 1-0. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
And this goes right past Pudge, and that'll be a wild pitch. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Ready now is Adalberto Mondesi. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. To minimize the damage here.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
That misses. 2-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Santana at second. Taylor on at first with 2 down. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Two and 2. Here it is. Johnny Damon would be next. Ready with the payoff pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. A run for the Royals on the RBI double. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Royals. So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd.
Joey Gallo.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Nate Lowe digging in now. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
2-1 to David Dahl. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Another one sent foul. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And a high throw, but he's able to keep anchored on the bag at first, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Royals 1 and the Rangers nothing. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Johnny Damon. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Whoa,
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
The batter, number 15.
So now here is Whit Merrifield. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And now pitch on the way. On the ground towards Young and short. He's got it. On the first, and there were 2 down.
Number 5, George Brett.
Digging in will be George Brett. Gibson's ready. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Two out, nobody on. Two and 0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Now the 2-1 pitch. Shoots this one over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. But they're on top 1-0. Striding in is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Now the 2-0 home. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Popped up. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first down. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the two top speeds thus far. No one on with one down, and here comes the clutch hitting Michael Young. First delivery to him. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time.
Hey, this is exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And a swing by Young as he comes up empty. It's 2 strikes now.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop. Here comes the 1-2. Lifted down the line in left, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2 changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Now a move over to first. A dive, but he's back. Stepping in now, Pudge Rodriguez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
So 1-1.
Back outside.
Two balls and 2 strikes now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. High in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Line drive to center field. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Into the box now, Adolis Garcia, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Young on third. Rodriguez is over at second with 1 down in the inning. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. from the stretch.
Ball 2.
Down the left field line and deep, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit hard to short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. How about that? Well, that was certainly worth another look with Show Track. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. Into the box, Nick Solak. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Here's the 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. He's set. The 2-2. Short, hit hard. Mondesi scoops it up in the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
The batter, number 2.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
At the plate now, Charlie Culberson, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th.
Ready to go.
And next will be the power hitting catcher, Salvador Perez. And the pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
The 0-1 on its way. To short. Throw on to first by Young in time for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. First delivery to him. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. And it's quickly 0-2.
Nope.
That misses. 1-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Another 2-2 offering. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
In is Jorge Soler. And so take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. Rodriguez gathers, and that ends the inning. KC down in order. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Leading off for the Rangers.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Joey Gallo.
And now the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Damon is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nate Lowe.
So next to the plate for Texas, Nate Lowe. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The pitch. And a ball, 1-0. One run on 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Up top, it's 2-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Here's the 2-0.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Nipped the corner, 2-2. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
David Dahl to the plate now, As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Ball,
and 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
The 3-2 one more time. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Kyle Cody will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Kyle Cody.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
The first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2. Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. With that, the Royals have their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Michael Taylor, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Standing in now, Adalberto Mondesi. Struck out in his first at bat. 0-1. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. Hot shot on the ground is short. And a base hit here as this is through past Young.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
At the plate, Johnny Damon as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home. On the ground for Young. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
With Merrifield next to bat. Fastball right back to the mound. On to first, and the Royals can't cash in as the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back to Kansas City in just a moment. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and into bat next will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Now the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both a southpaw and a right-hander get loose. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here it comes. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ground ball left side. Taken in by Brett. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Michael Young.
Now into the box, Michael Young. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he showed some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
To the plate now, Pudge Rodriguez. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Damon is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 53.
Next, it'll be Adolis Garcia. No hits to this point. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes.
Counts 1-0.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
1-0 count, the pitch. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. One hit, one left. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. All tied at 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, George Brett.
George Brett.
Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that type with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
The 1-0. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. George Brett with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Royals have taken the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Number 13.
Yeah, so take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Windup and a 1-0 pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Dahl patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Up next for the Royals, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Digging in next, Andrew Benintendi. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are 2 gone now.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
And now Jorge Soler He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First offering on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Great job right there. Scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Royals tack on one more on the strength of this solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th, and the Royals have taken a 2-1 lead. So stepping in is Nick Solak, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Down by 1, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
The designated hitter, Charlie Culberson.
To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Charlie Culberson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the AB now. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The 2-0. 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way. And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Here's the 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Now the Kansas City manager will make the slow walk to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Greg Holland comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 35, Greg Holland.
Joey Gallo will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
It's up to a 3-2 full count now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
So now to the plate, Nate Lowe. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. His career numbers in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Sharp ground ball to third. Brett is there for it. Merrifield's right there to take the routine throw and retire the side. Rangers lead 1. They're down 2-1. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. First pitch on its way. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Santana in front with a 2-0 count. The 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
The 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. But that finds its way through for a base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Brett Martin comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 59, Brett Martin.
Into the box now, Michael Taylor, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Taylor, a former member of the Washington Nationals, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
Now batting, Number 27.
Now at the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. Lifetime in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch on the way. High and deep to right center. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Johnny Damon. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
Ready with the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Santana on third with 2 out. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Kiner Falefa is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. 1 left for Kansas City. They still lead it 2-1. Scott Barlow has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 58, Scott Barlow.
And now here is David Dahl. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate.
David Dahl.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A 1-0 delivery.
That's ball 2.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Now the 2-1 pitch will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off. Ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Time call here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Lifetime versus this arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First delivery to him. Squaring to bunt, but this is a foul ball. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Now back, the pitcher, Michael Young.
Next up is Michael Young. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
From the belt, kicks and deals. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
1 and 2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
But the runner's back easily. Here now the 2-2. This one's down to third. To second for 1. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. That's how you roll it. 5-4-3. A double play sends us to break. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Eli White will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Change defensively for the Rangers. Now playing center field. Number 41.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider. Just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
Inside ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
He somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. A runner at first with no outs here. And again a throw. And the fans don't like this at all. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
1 strike.
First, can this be 2? 1 there. On to first, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Steps Salvador Perez. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Royals bats are quiet there as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Kyle Zimmer takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 45, Kyle.
All set for the start of the inning and set to stand in perhaps the premier backstop of the last 20 years, the veteran Pudge Rodriguez. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to the right. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting, number 53.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Adolis Garcia, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
And there's out number 2.
The batter number 50, second baseman, Nick Solak.
Up next for the Rangers, Nick Solak. He grounded out last time up. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just 1 pitch. What are they doing up there?
And now this crowd announced at around 33,000 come to their feet. Now a swinging bunt. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Texas down to their final strike in this one. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, which is normally the case in these close ones. You have a 1-run game, a 2-1 decision. Really good pitching and defense in this one, and a lot of really good execution made this a fun game to watch.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Kansas City Royals rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Danny Duffy gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Kyle Zimmer earns the save out of the bullpen, his 2nd. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Rangers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely. 1.